next question, we're on number 6, guys. And this is 1 minute each, no rebuttal. Mr. Fisher will answer this question first. The question is, can each of you define evolution so that we can have a common understanding of what it is and it is not in your minds? Mr. Fisher.
I do not believe that, I'm going to say this up front, I do not believe that evolution can explain the origin of completely new species. I really don't see the evidence yet that would testify to that. Evolution is the product of random mutations, and then those mutations, which are changes in the genetic structure and code of an individual in a species, those changes could be passed on to another generation, and if they're passed on to the next generation, and that generation is more fit for survival because of the mutations, then at that point natural selection would kick in, and those traits would more likely be passed on than the ones that weren't healthy or good for an organism. I do not believe that we can show that that leads to new species, but evolution is random mutation plus natural selection to yield a change within a species. That much I think is fact.
Mr. Fisher, Mr. Hussain, 1 minute.
I would disagree with Mr. Fisher on certain tenets. There are basically 5 different tenets of evolution. Animals replicate themselves. We are the product of that. It's pretty easy. There's always variation, different hair colors, eye colors, skin color, all different kinds of variation. These varied traits are passed on. You might have your mom's nose, your dad's hair, etc. When an environment changes, some of these traits are an advantage. Now let's take a hypothetical animal, we'll call it the hypotheticus. Looks like a dog. They're varying variations. We have ones with long necks, ones with long claws, ones that have hairy bodies. All right, we have 3 of them. Say a drought comes, and all the vegetation is killed off. Only the tallest trees and potatoes that grow under the ground can survive. If you have a hairy body, it's not going to do you any good. Those are going to die out. But if you have a long neck, you'll be able to reach the taller trees, and if you have long claws, you'll be able to dig down to get root vegetables under the ground, and you'll be able to survive. And over time, you'll see a change in the face of the population. And as to the idea that speciation hasn't been observed, the insect species Culex molestus evolved from Culex pipiens in the laboratory, as well as the plant species Primula coensis evolved via polyploidy, which is a chromosomal duplication event.
Can we add a rebuttal even though it's kind of
I guess so.
Okay. The question would be, it happened in the lab. I'm wondering if that was under natural conditions or we had to do something there. Just a question, really.
Mr. Hussain?
I will look at the actual papers, I will email them to you, and we'll make a joint public announcement.
Yeah. Folks, that's how it works. You go, well, okay, that's interesting. Let me look at that.